thought I had the camera off. Give me 1 second. There we go. My allergies is bad. No, because Briana battle is so annoying, and I just wanted to do a quick live because I was there. I was over there on Harmony Speaks video, and baby, that girl is annoying. And I always said that she was the girl that cried wolf. When I first seen her, I was like, damn, she remind me of that book that I read when Brianna really remind me of the book that I read when I was in elementary school. And the boy kept crying and crying and crying and telling the same damn story over and over and over and over. But it was all the same way. And then finally, nobody believed the boy no more because he kept lying and lying and lying. So I was over on Harmony Speaks video, and she really pissed me off. I'm telling y'all, she really pissed me off because I really, let me tell you why she pissed me off. Because I have dealt with domestic violence. And I told my story, and I didn't read it from a chat GPT book. I couldn't even get through to it. Through the whole story. Like, I broke down. I couldn't even do it. And I remember doing it on TikTok. I think I stopped on the second video because I couldn't even get through to it. I was like, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to tell the whole story. And she's literally reading from Chat GPT. And I'm sitting there. I never ever felt this way about no one that ever said a domestic violence story. Like, anytime that someone talks about domestic violence, I literally ball up and cry because I've been in them shoes. And I literally was looking at my phone, listening to the audio that Harmony Speaks put up. And I was literally listening to the audio, and my face was so frowned up. Usually when you hear stuff like that, someone's crying and crying and crying, you start crying with them because you feel bad for that person, right? So you start crying. I felt not one emotion for that girl. I was like, girl, bye. Like, bye, Felicia. Like, you did this to your husband, and this is your karma, baby girl. And there was one part that she said on that audio that really triggered me. That was like, I didn't even get to finish watching Harmony Speaks video. Y'all go watch Harmony Speaks video. She actually does very good commentary. I've been watching her for a while. I actually hyped her video up to get more people over there too. Y'all hype her video up too and go show her some love. And she got the whole audio over there. I didn't even finish watching it because it was this one part that she said. She said, oh yeah, I'm gonna read this. That's when she got to the second part of reading out her book. I think she picks and chooses because, Chat GPT wrote it and she can't say certain words. As you see, she couldn't pronounce certain things and stuff. She can't even pronounce children. She's a children? I don't know. But anyway, when she got to the part where she was talking about the single mother, she said everybody was talking about me saying something about her being a single mother. That really triggered me because what the hell did she say? I got to go back to it. Oh, she said that people saying that, oh, why do I go to Facebook and air out my dirty laundry? And people saying that I'm an attention seeker. Because you are an attention seeker. Because you are an attention seeker. That's what narcissistic women do. I know a lot of them. I have them in my fucking family. Excuse me. Oh, I forgot you can't cuss on here. I have a lot of them in my family. I have a lot of them women in my family that go to Facebook. I have one particular, I ain't going to say her name, but this one particular person in my family that every man that she been with, they have a domestic violence charge against them. Every man. And they're very close to me. And I'm like, damn, and she's always blasting their business on social media. And I'm like, yo, she really a narc. And then what I realize is that she's a common denominator. And she doesn't do it to only men that she dates. She do it to family members. It's always a lie, a story of the R word. She's always R worded, or someone did this to her. She's always a victim. And that's what I noticed about Briana too. She always has that mentality of the R word. And even when she said, I think she said something about a guy that violated her when I think it was a movie or something. I forgot. I gotta go back to the video. You was like, what? I don't know what y'all talking about. Anyway, in my comments. I'm not going to ignore the trolls. But let me tell y'all, what I noticed is something that she does is a pattern. It's not just the relationships that she's in, it's even family members. I think she accused her her sister's husband or boyfriend or something, and now someone else or something. And I know there's someone in my family that does the same thing. And everyone that she used to do this to family members, she did it to someone real close in my family. She did it to someone else real close, and they were all allegations of the R word. And then every man that she got with, they all had domestic violence charges, all her baby dads, all her new boyfriends, and stuff like that. So after a while, like me, think about this person, I used to be like, damn, she like the girl that cried wolf, like the boy that cried wolf. Like after a while, I'm like, girl, I don't even want to hear it no more. And I'm a person that been through real domestic violence. And I'm just sitting there like, oh my God, like I just, now let me get back to the airing the stuff out on Facebook. Anyway, because I'll get all over the place. I do that. Hold on one second. Turn my heat off because it's getting hot in here. Especially talking about that demonic energy. So anyway, I want to say this. She said that people were saying, why do she post her business on Facebook? Because they were saying that she was an attention seeker. First of all, it is. Narcissistic women do that. They do it for likes. They do it for comments. They do it for DMs. They do it for validation. They do it because they want to hear you deserve better. That's why they do it, because they want to feel better. You get what I'm saying? So they do it because they know they're wrong. They honestly know that they're wrong. And this is how she cleans up her look, by going to Facebook and doing this BS. You get what I'm saying? Um, I'm trying to tell y'all. And the people don't understand that she knows that negative attention is what's going to give her more money. I think someone said that she would cry and that's how she got her money. Well, this is how she get her money too. She go on Facebook and she seeks attention and she plays on the vulnerable. She plays on people's mind that been through domestic violence. But you can't do that to me. You get what I'm saying? You can't do that to me because I already know you're lying. You get what I'm saying? I know because I've been through it. And a person that really went through domestic violence, like I said, when I told my story on TikTok, I only told like 3 seconds of it, maybe a little bit of it. And I couldn't tell it further. And it took me years. That was when I was in my 20s. I'm 45 years old now. I would have never went on Facebook, MySpace, whatever it was back in the day, and did that because I was too afraid of my person. She full of shit. Anyway, another reason why, listen, a lot of narcissistic women like Briana, I say she's a narcissistic. I'm going to school for it, and I do have a degree. And I can show y'all. I went to school for psychology, sociology. I also went to school to become, well, I'm going to school now to become a registered nurse. And I'm in the Department of Health and Human Services right now. So I took a lot of courses, okay? Briana is a full-blown narcissist. I'm telling you, she does the attention-seeking stuff. They see, the thing with a narcissistic person is they use social media. They, hold on, I made a video about this. This is crazy. They use social media to smear campaign. Like, that's the biggest platform for the narcissist. That's what she's doing. Plus, she wants to control the narrative first. So posting publicly lets them paint themselves like the narcissist. It lets them paint themselves as a victim, okay? Or the hero before their partner can say anything, right? Brianna is crazy. And it's crazy because I feel like the narcissists think in their head, whoever speak first wins, right? Because they came out with the story. They came out with the sympathy story. You get what I'm saying? So she like, oh, I got to run to Facebook first before he go out there and he really say what it is. You get what I'm saying? So now she's feeding on the minds of the vulnerable people. She did this crap to her husband. She did it to the other guy. What's his name? They call him. I forgot his name. The woken Israelite, whatever his name is, Sleepy. They be having me cracking up. I do watch commentary. That's why I stopped doing readings on her, because I stopped doing it because it was like I knew too much on it, and I don't want to do readings on something I know too much of. I'm sorry, someone commented something. You said no. Oh my God, yes, kinda. Um, mm. So another thing, that reason why narcissists do this is because they lack emotional boundaries. Um, and that's something that a lot of people don't talk about. Healthy people vent privately. That's what they do, right? They vent privately. They don't go to social media and air out all their business. So narcissistic people, what they do is their narcissistic traits, they blur the line between private pain and public performance. This is all a performance for this woman. You get what I'm saying? So that's the part that killed me when I was listening, because I gotta go back and listen to it. She said that people were judging her because she's always going on Facebook and airing out her business. But she did this multiple times. She did it with her first baby dad. She said that, I think, what did she say? Something about the dogs attacking her kids or something like that. I can't remember everything because I try not to pay attention to it too much. And then the thing with her husband, that was the worst thing. That's what really caught my attention, when she was sitting on that bed and she's like, oh, he got a gun. And then she walks right past him. Like, how the hell you walk right past somebody with a GUN? Like, it makes no damn sense. Hold on one second. Yo, my right ear is ringing so bad. I don't know why my right ear is ringing. Mm. So like I said, it was something else that I gotta go back. I was going to go back to Harmony Speaks video, because I was looking at Harmony Speaks video. She said something. I actually commented in her comments. I forgot what the hell she said. She said, I gotta go there and look at her video real quick. But anyway, it's the same pattern. She's like, it's like the same incident and the same rhythm or something. She said something like that. It feels like the same incident and the same rhythm. It was something like that she said. And I'm just sitting there like, yeah, and you're the same person in the same situation. You're the common denominator, like fractions. You're the person that show up in every single thing. Like, you're the one that's blaming everyone for the same shit. She's the one that's blaming everyone for the same thing. And honestly, I feel like this time, do I feel like Janelle did these things? Yeah. I believe it's her karma, but I believe that she's gonna exaggerate it now. That's what I believe. I believe that she's gonna exaggerate it and add a little bit more spice. Do feel like he stopped. But she's a narcissist. I feel like she triggered that man to do all this. I couldn't be around her as a woman. If I was a man, I would not be able to be around her. Her mouth is just nasty. The way she talks is aggravating. You get what I'm saying? So I could see her triggering that man. Even when she said something about his mama. Girl, you say something about my mama, I'm going to I'm gonna do the same thing that he did. So you gotta watch your mouth when you talk about people. Hold on one second, because I ain't gonna go outside. I was gonna go outside and get some air because it's kind of hot. This demonic energy she's very demonic. And I don't like pulling energy on her, or even talking about her, because I get so hot all over. Anyway, but like I said, she's a girl to cry wolf. It didn't happen once. It didn't happen twice. It happened multiple times. Okay? And when the same person find themselves in conflict with three different people, Three different situations, three similar stories. Spirit asks you to pause and look at the common denominator. Who is the common denominator? It's Briana. She's always doing this crap and always posting it on Facebook because she wants to play the victim. She has to do it first. She has to do it first because, like I said, the narcissists think if I put it out there, I am the victim. I am the one that told the story. I am the one that said it first. So it had to happen. That's why she's writing this book. Every time something happens, she's always writing a book. Just like with her ex-husband, she wrote a self-love book. Like, girl, please. Like, bye, Felicia. I swear to God, I've been through so much domestic violence, and I do not believe one lick of what she has to say. Like, not one lick of what she has. She's a liar. Hold on one second. I think I'm gonna walk outside real quick because I don't like to talk about that. My kids are in the other room. I don't know how she could really sit around her kids and allow her kids to see that. Just like I said, I might walk outside because I don't want my kids to hear about that. Because I'm going to walk outside in a second and I'm going to tell y'all why. I'm going to walk outside and I'm going to tell y'all why. Hold on, give me 1 second. And it's cold. But I'm going to tell y'all why. Because I'm not Briana. Her kids should not be seeing that. And I think she actually read something that I said on that post because she put it in her book. I said it on, I think it was Queen Steps comments the other day. And she actually put what I said in the book. Someone said, what is she teaching her kids? And the same comment that I wrote on there, she said that's what she teaching her kids. And that's a bold-faced goddamn lie. So I'm going to go outside real quick. Hold on. Put my shoes on. Yeah, because I'm not her. Just going to step outside real quick. My son's room is right next to mine. Hold on. I'm going outside. That girl really pissed me off. Like, I couldn't even watch Harmony Speaks whole video. That audio is crazy. And that dumbass cry that she do. Girl, don't nobody believe that fake ass cry. You did that same cry with your husband. Please. On that damn live. When she broke down, her mouth was all wide open. Like, girl, bye. And I'm telling you, I never ever listened to nobody's domestic violence story and ever felt that way. Ever felt angered. Because I know it's not the truth. Never. And trust me, that's why I do the work that I do. I'm very intuitive. I have power of discernment. And I knew she was a liar from the beginning. So I'm outside. I just don't want to slip on this ice. But I'm about to tell y'all real quick what I was going to say. So what I was going to say was, I've been in a lot of domestic, well, not a lot of domestic, not with different people like her. Once when I was young, I was about 15 years old. Okay. I have a child out of that relationship. She's actually 29 years old now. Let me not slip. Hold on. Talking about this damn girl. And there's a lot of ice out here. So that one relationship, I was about 15, real young. That was my first domestic violence relationship. And then my husband, that was my second domestic violence relationship. And like I said, I tried to tell that story on TikTok one time, and I couldn't go through with it. Now, I didn't tell the story until about last year, okay? So I'm 45 years old, and it was a long time ago, okay? So people that really go through domestic violence situations just don't go on freaking Facebook or social media and air out their business like that. Why? Because you're scared of what that person's going to do to you. Okay, so that's why when she did that to LaTruth, I'm like, there's no way that this woman is telling the truth. Because if you've been in real domestic violence, you're afraid of that person. If he pulled out a GUN on you, Why would you go to social media and blast that man, say that he got a shrimp, and do all this and that? Like, I never understood that. Now she's doing the same thing with this Jonelle guy, okay? And what I was going to say about Jonelle is, yes, I do believe that he did what he did, okay? He spit on her. He did all that stuff. Yes, I do believe that. Do I believe it's the way that Briana's saying it is and all this extra emotional crying? No. I believe that she's going to add some spice to it. I think that she's going to throw more lies in there. She's going to make it seem like it's worse so she could seem like this big victim. No, he was not right for choking her. But she manifested this. This is her karma. What she said about the truth actually happened. And I do feel like Jonelle probably did stop, and I feel like she triggered him. I know people like that. Like I said, I have someone in my family just like Briana. She's a female narcissist. And she does the same thing. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I was reading your comment. You said my favorite, that's on YouTube. Yeah, I don't got my glasses on. But so let me tell you. So, yeah, I know people like her. Like, I got someone real close in my family that freaking bashes every man that she ever dealt with in every situation. Like, when they break up, she don't want no one else to have that person. So what she do is she go on Facebook and she lie about domestic violence, right? Or she'll say, oh, he had a little thing and this and that and da. And when I seen Briana's story, I was like, damn. I pressed the power button. I'm outside. When I seen Briana's story, I said, damn, she sounds just like the person I'm talking about. So yeah, Briana, she the girl to cry wolf. Nobody cares what the hell that fake book is. Remember, she tried to cover up for him, saying that, oh, he didn't do those things, and try to blame the husband. Do I feel bad for her? Hell no. I don't feel bad for her. That's her karma. And I feel like she triggered that man. I don't feel like, honestly, Jonelle is a goofy person. Okay? Hold on one second. Jonelle is a goofy person. Just reading his energy, I don't even feel like he's that type of person. I think she pushed that man to do that. And like I said, the person in my family is like that. She triggers people. This girl that I'm talking about just got a criminal assault case the other day. She has multiple charges. And then every man that she meets, you could be at a bar, you could be at a club, you're going to end up locked up around her because she has a black cloud. And she blames everything on everyone. She just put a charge on somebody else in my family. And I'm telling you, it reminds me of Briana. She triggers people and she pushes people because, and the crazy part is that the girl in my family, and I'm going to get back to Briana, she said the other day on Facebook, because she vents all the time on Facebook. She put all her business out on Facebook. She's just like Briana. She said on Facebook, oh, I should go to the ICE riot and start some shit and start a fight. That's what she said. Because I'm angry. And I'm like, what? Like, it's just like things like that. Like, people do things to trigger people. Like, just because they're angry. And I feel like Briana is one of them goddamn people. I feel like she's one of them people that just pushes people to the edge. She like has the, what they say, your back up against the wall. And I feel like that's what she did to Jonelle. She gets smart. She pushes you to the edge. And then you got to yoke her up. Just like she said, oh, your mama. Like, come on, you talking about a man that loves his mother. And you going to say that to him? You don't think he going to yoke you up? Like, girl, what is wrong with you? Anybody going to yoke you up. So I feel like that situation happened that time because of her fucking mouth. She got too much mouth. And one day, she going to meet a female. And that female, it should have been pretty Brie. Jonelle's stupid. I would have got pretty Brie on her. For real. Oh, everything in this video is allegedly. Only for a commentary. Whatever that thing is, I'll put it in the comments. Or somebody can put it in the comments. Or I'll put it in there later. But he should have got pretty Brie on her. Honestly. Because Briana got too much mouth. And I know everything that happened between Jonelle is because of Briana's mouth. I don't think that man went into that relationship and intentionally wanted to yoke her up and hog spit on her. I don't feel like he did that intentionally. I think that she did that. She made him angry like that. I don't feel like he's an abusive person. And I tell you, I got good judge of character. Some people, I listen, I got a son that's very quiet. He would never put his hands on a woman. Okay? Never. He tells me all the time. He watched me. That's why I went outside to tell y'all this. Because he watched what I went through. And he said, Mom, and that's why I felt bad. I had to go outside because I'm not Briana, and I would never go on live and talk about my business and abuse around my kids, okay? And I would never put them in that situation. But when I was young, dumb stuff happened, okay? And my son witnessed that stuff. So he witnessed like once or twice, right? So my son said to me he would never put his hands on a woman. So it was when this one particular person, again, in the family, she pushed my son to a limit and my son blacked out. And I'm like, oh my God, please just don't put your hands on her. Like, and she just kept picking and picking and picking and picking. And I had to step between it. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, people like that. Like, they do things to trigger you. They talk crap to you. Your back is against the wall, and they do things. They disrespect you until you snap. And I really feel like Janelle snapped that day. And then she said something about, oh, he fell and he hit the car with his fist or something like that. And I don't know, man. I really don't know. I really don't know, because that sounds like something that Briana would do. Honestly. Like when she said her finger was broke and her finger wasn't broke. I don't know. I do not know. But Brianna's a big time liar. I don't care about her. I seen Harmony Speaks video. That audio is horrible. I should play it. I don't know. I wanted to ask her first, but I do want to play a clip off of it. But like I said, I gave her props and, shouted her out in this video. I don't like to play people's stuff unless, I ask. But, because I really want to do commentary to it, because she's a liar. She is really a liar. Like, I'm about to go back in the house. It's freezing out here, but she is really a liar. And the only reason why I came outside was, like I said, I won't talk about this situation around my kids, because I was in a really bad domestic violence situation. And I really don't feel bad for Briana. I don't. And I've cried watching people's domestic violence story. And when I was listening to that audio, I swear to God, my face was a look of disgust. Not one tear was going to roll down my face, because every word that she say is a lie. I was just listening to the audio. And usually stuff like that I can't listen to. I'll turn it off and I'll cry, because I've been there. Fuck. Yeah, that girl really pisses me off. Because you know what's happening, right? Attention seeking. She's a narcissist that go to Facebook, that smear campaigns people. Then women going to feel bad for her. She's going to reel them women in that are vulnerable. Oh my God, man. I don't know. She probably going to start something else new. She was doing a self-love thing. Now she probably really going to start a page on domestic violence and single mothers. I swear I can't stand that woman. I never felt not like, I'm telling you, I'm all love and light mostly. But people like that don't get no respect from me. For real. And I really hope that Janelle and his mom get them babies from her. Oh, that was another thing she said. Oh my God, I really want to go and play Harmony Speaks video. That was another thing she said. She said something about she was afraid to let the kids go with him or some crap like that. Like, girl, please. I'd be afraid to let my kids go with you. Like, I'm about to go back in the house. I think I'm going to play a little clip of it, because what? That thing, she pissed me off. Hold on. It's cold as hell out here. I'm just sitting here rambling on. Like, talking about some she don't want her kids to go with him. Like, girl, please. She doing that same shit that she did to Robert, trying to control that man with kids. That's why she got pregnant with him by him anyway. So she can have him 18 years and control him. Girl, I swear to God, she get on my nerves, bruh. I hate when women do that with kids. Dangle them kids like freaking puppets and stuff to control a man. Didn't her mama tell her when she was young? A baby ain't gonna keep no man, honey. I hate women like her. Hold on, I'm back. You said, bless this baby in my womb. Yes, bless the baby in your womb, sweetheart. God is enlightening us. I'm trying. I'm gonna enlighten y'all, all right? I'm gonna enlighten these men. If you meet a woman like Briana, run as fast as you can. If she come to you, and you, all right, this is why I tell every woman that I mentor. Don't ever tell a man what you've been through, especially when it comes to domestic violence, because they can use that against you. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, well, she allowed this man to do it and that man to do it. So men feed off of vulnerability. Like I know someone recently in my family, someone else, she's like a niece to me. Her mama died and she got with this guy and she was in a bad relationship before that and she told him everything. And he played on her emotions and her vulnerability and started controlling her. But what I want to say is to the men out there, I'm enlighten y'all on this. When y'all meet someone like Briana and all her stories is the same about domestic violence, well, not one, not two, not three, but 4 men, run as fast as you can. That's the enlightenment. Run as fast as you can. Because I'm telling you, I tell my sons all the time, yeah, I want to interview every female that you bring in here because I want to make sure she ain't a Briana. If she blaming all these men for DV, something ain't right. It's her. You get what I'm saying? So no, that I'm enlightening y'all men on that. If you're a man and you come in here, please don't get and listen, don't get me wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with having multiple kids. I know she got like 6 kids. Nothing wrong with that. I have 5. Okay, I'm not saying nothing wrong with that. But when you see the pattern of different man after different man after different man after different man, rebound after rebound after rebound, and each one of them got a DV store, run as fast as you can. And then the stuff that she say on Facebook, she still want more kids. I've been saying that. That tubal ligation bull crap, she still want more kids. She would do anything to get them tubes untied and set up another man, please. And like I said, she trapped Jonelle. Jonelle fell for the trap. He bit the bait. Now look, he got to go through the same thing that Robert going through. He see the problem is that he thought that I don't give a hell about Jonelle. Okay, I know I said that I don't feel like he's that type of person that put his hands on a woman. I listen. I don't feel like he's that type. I feel like Brianna pushed him, but I feel like he's wrong for what he did to Robert, playing with that man's child. Now look, she's doing the same thing to you. She playing with your kids. Now how does it feel? How does it feel? How does it feel, Jardell? Now he got to go through that. You got to go to court. He thought it was all fun and dandy. He was kikiing with her, all happy. Oh, I got your girl type time. Didn't know what he had. A demon in disguise. What's that song? Y'all know I'm a channeler. An angel in disguise she was. Something she broke your heart today and left you in the rain, but still that I forgot the lyrics, y'all. Angel in disguise. That's who she is, an angel in disguise. Nothing but a narcissist, a covert Hold on, man, listen. Damn, I don't know if I want to ask her. Could I play a piece of her? I'm trying to find it. Where is that live at? I don't know where she got that audio from. Damn. Because I don't want to just use somebody's audio. I don't know. Damn. It's on Harmony Speaks page. I want y'all to go to Harmony Speaks page, man. Damn. Because I really want to do commentary to that daggone video. Because she really get on my nerves. She make me sick. I'm going to play a little piece of it. Shout out to Harmony Speaks. I'm sorry. And I should have asked you first. And if you want me to take the live down, I'll do it. But it's this one clip. Listen. Hold on. Because she really pisses me off. Like, girl. Hold on.
I've been silently fighting. But tonight, I had enough. I had enough.
I want to rewind it a little bit to this one part. Listen to this heifer. That same cry. It's just so annoying. Look. Here go the cry.
Ooh.
Ooh. She sounded like when she was singing them Christmas carols. I'm telling you, I never felt like this about no one that say a domestic violence story.
Why you come to the internet with stuff?
See? What she say? A lot of people be like, why you come to the internet with stuff? Now, this one talking about the girl that cried wolf. But listen.
And a lot of people like to say I had a praying grandmother, but I really got some supporters that pray for me and love me genuinely, in spite of the haters.
Girl, ain't nobody hating on you. I wonder what she be thinking when she say someone hating. Hating on what? I want to know, hating on what? 6 kids? By multiple men? Hating on the fact that you got to go to Facebook every time that you claim it's a domestic violence or a DV story? Like, hating on what? Hating on your lies? Oh my God. I just want to know what is people hating on. Oh my God. I just want to know what is people hating on. Girl. Your life is in shambles, baby girl. Shambles. No man is going to want you. Again, there's no celebrity that's going to date you, sweetheart. No one. You're stuck with 6 kids. And a tubal ligation. You can't trap another man. Your walls is loose. You probably got roast beef. Okay? Like, hating or what? I want to know, hating or what? Your BBL that deflated? Hating or what? Hating on that hyperpigmentation around your lips that you should see your esthetician for? Hating or what? Hating on the lumps on your lips? Hating on what? Hating on the fact that you can't keep a man? And then because you can't keep the man, you go on Facebook and try to smear campaign him because you don't want another woman to have him? Hating on that? Girl, bye. Let's finish.
But really rock for me. And so when I come on here and I share a story, they know it came from built up. They know I ain't want to do this.
It came from built up. Girl, came from built up. What? You was only with that man for like a year. Came from built up on what? I could see if you was with the man for 10 years. It ain't built up. That's what I'm saying. Oh my God, this girl's so annoying.
And I done had enough.
You had enough. They had enough of you, Briana. They had enough of you. You talking about you had enough. They had enough of you. Your mouth. Saying people's mama. Yapping all the time. Lying all the time. They're tired of you. That's why you get yoked up. And like I said, if I was a man, I would have yoked you up too. Because, girl, who is you saying who's mama? You won't want nobody to say your dead mammy? Girl, bye. Let's finish.
People want to say it's for attention, but it's not.
They're going to say it's for attention, but it's not. Yeah, that's what narcissists do. They go to the internet for attention. Because they want likes, they want views, they want clout. They want to play the victim. They want, oh, girl, you know you deserve better, girl. You and your babies deserve better. What? She got, how many times can she get it better? What Pimo say? Shout out to Pimo. Miss can't get right. Girl, you can't even get right. Girl, bye. Let's continue.
My breaking point literally. And for 3 years, y'all. For months.
Oh, was it 3 years? It's not no 3. It hasn't been no 3 years. Damn, girl. You worse than people that renew their license. You can't even get to 4 years. Damn, you can't get past 4 years. Damn, baby girl. I didn't know it was 3 years. Yeah, twins is 1. Damn, that shit went by fast as hell. 3 years? I said 1 year. Child Bella. Honey, 3 years. It's been 3 years. And you've been talking since the first couple of months, girl. Talking about you. It's been 3 years. You've been silent. Since when? You ain't never shut up. God damn. You don't never learn your lessons. You should have took this on the chin and kept it pipping. But no, you got to go to the internet again, write another book again, play the victim again. Oh, my God, child.
I've been quiet.
I've been quiet. Like, she whispering, I've been quiet. Girl, bye.
And I've been fighting.
I've been fighting. You've been fighting all your life. Girl, you the problem. Silently fighting. Girl, you been loud as hell.
I had enough of these narratives of me being this bad person that I'm not.
You are the bad person.
Hey, what's up, Jason? I already paid for the takeout. I just need you to send me your half.
Damn, I'm going to watch this ad for Miss Harmony because I'm playing it off her thing. There you go. And I hype your video up.
I thought after I wrote this book, I had cried enough, but I guess not.
Girl, you've been crying all your life, too. You fought all your life and you cried all your life. And you lied all your life.
Triggering me. But,
your nose been running all his life. Damn, she's the biggest liar I know. Get to it. See, this is why she got to read from a book. Because she ain't really got no story to tell. She had to make Chat GPT write that. Because she don't know any big words. She can't really tell her story. Because it's all a lie. You know? And you know what happens when people tell too many lies? They start messing up. And stuff. They can't remember their lies. So she got to read from a book. Tell me, this is the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to read from a book. No, girl, you're a freaking liar. You need Chat GPT to help you to help you explain your shit. Because if she really could tell her story, she wouldn't need Chat GPT. She would came out and did it like every other man, right? This girl is a complete compulsive liar. That's why her story always changed with the truth. So this time she had to write a book. This girl's a straight liar.
Breaking the cycle wasn't a single act.
And then if you listen to her, she can't even read the book. It was a couple of words she messed up on. I'm like, and that's why she stopped and was like, I don't know if I'm going to read this part. Okay, maybe I'll read this part. Because, girl, you don't even know what it say. The words was too big for you.
Choices I had to make again and again, especially on the days it would have been easier to return what was familiar. Cycles survive on hope, on memory, on the belief that this time will be different. I had to learn that breaking a cycle doesn't mean you stop loving. It means you stop participating in patterns that harm you and call it love. At first, the absence felt loud. The quiet after chaos can feel unsettling when your body has been conditioned to expect.
That fucking running nose is annoying.
I caught myself waiting for the other shoe to drop, for the apology, for the attempt to pull me back in. But each time I resisted the urge to re-engage, something inside me grew stronger. I began to notice how much energy...
Chat GPT be doing these books. This girl is crazy as hell. I swear to God, I never met a Looney Tune like this child. Oh my God. Who goes on there? Who goes on Facebook and tell their domestic violence story reading a damn book? Who? Oh my
I have been
God.
spending managing someone else's emotions, anticipating reactions, and minimizing my own needs to keep things calm. Without that constant drain, I had space not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. Breaking the cycle meant allowing discomfort without fixing it. It
Girl.
meant letting guilt pass without obeying it.
She tried to fix it
Letting
100
silence
times. She tried to fix that situation 100 times. How many times did she try to fix it? 100,000 times. Every time she say it's over, they back together. Girl, what you talking about, Willis? You try to fix it 100 times. He probably don't want you no more. And now you doing this. He don't want you no more. He took you to court. Now you coming out here with this fake book, girl, trying to play the victim. Because you knew he was going to expose you, but you had to do the bullshit first.
exist without rushing to feel it, letting others be disappointed without rescuing them from it. I learned that boundaries feel cruel only to people who benefited from your lack of them. Some days, grief showed up unexpectedly, not because I missed the chaos, but because
Yes, you did.
the future.
She said not because I missed the chaos. Grief happened unexpectedly, not... What did she just say? Something that... Damn. Look, girl, you missed it, that chaos. You is a drama queen, okay? If ain't no drama and the drama stop and they try to walk away from you, you do this crap. Please. You knew he wasn't coming back, baby.
I once believed in. Letting go of who I thought he could be was harder than letting go of who he was. But grief didn't mean regret. It meant I was healing. I started
Oh my
rebuilding
God, this girl is a liar.
quiet ways, restoring routines, reclaiming joy where I could find it.
I can't believe she reading
Teaching
from a
my body
book.
that it was safe to relax. Teaching my children through consistency, not
Children.
explanations. I didn't need to tell them everything. I just needed to show them something different. Breaking the cycle also meant breaking internal patterns, the urge to over-explain, to justify boundaries, to prove I was reasonable. I learned that my clarity didn't require consensus. I stopped measuring my progress by how calm things
She just trying to go viral. That's what it is.
By how steady I felt internally.
She doing that lying stuff again. What did you say? She doing that lying stuff again.
Not because it stopped trying, but because I stopped responding. Breaking the cycle didn't make me perfect. It made me present.
Breaking what cycle, girl?
It gave me meaning. And one day, without ceremony, I realized something profound. I was no longer...
Now, y'all know that was not her words. I found something profound. Girl.
Surviving my life. I was living it. That's what breaking the cycle looks like. Not an ending, but a beginning built on truth, boundaries, and the courage to choose yourself even when it's hard.
I can't stand her.
Especially when it's hard. Healing didn't wait until everything was resolved. It didn't wait for apologies, court dates, or clarity for other people. It started while things were still messy, while questions were unanswered, and emotions surfaced without warning.
What? Wait. No, she did not just say that. Wait.
Teaching my body that it was safe to relax. Teaching my children through consistency, not explanations. I didn't need to tell them everything. I just needed to show them something different. Breaking the cycle also meant breaking internal patterns, the urge to over-explain, to justify boundaries, to prove I was reasonable. I learned that my clarity didn't require consensus. I stopped measuring my progress.
She said consensus. Now, she don't even know what that means. Briana, Google it. Wait, did she? Oh, my God, ChatGPT.
By how calm things were externally, and started measuring it by how steady I felt internally. And slowly, the cycle lost its grip. Not because it stopped trying, but because I stopped responding. Breaking the cycle didn't make me perfect. It made me present. It didn't erase the past. It gave me meaning. And one day, without ceremony, I realized something profound. I was no longer surviving my life. I was living it. That's what breaking the cycle looks like. Not an ending, but a beginning built on truth, boundaries, and the courage to choose yourself even when it's hard.
Girl, you've been choosing yourself over and over and over and over. You know how many times I heard her say, I'm choosing me first this time. I'm finding myself this time. Like, girl, you're like what? 35, 38. I don't know how old this girl is. And you still finding yourself? Don't we find ourselves when we teenagers? You've been lost from yourself that long. You still finding yourself. Child. I can't. Her next book is going to be her finding herself. How I found myself. Girl, bye.
Especially when it's hard. Healing didn't wait until everything was resolved. It didn't wait for apologies, court dates, or clarity for other people.
She said healing didn't what? Come from waiting for court dates and the apologies from people. Girl, you didn't start talking until he took your ass to court. You ain't even healed. You ain't even healed from your ex-husband. This was a rebound. You still need to heal from that. Brianna's a piece of work, man. She ain't never going to have another man ever in her life. There's going to be men that's going to come in her life to use her for her money, to use her for XXX, but there's never going to be another famous man that's going to want her ever again. Like, she's like a white woman that celebrities run from, that the black man run from. That's what she is. Because they like, damn, all she gonna do is lie on me, make a false allegation, and I'm in jail. That's all Brianna got to do. And I'm so glad, I'm so glad that Robert got away from this chick. Oh my God, I'm so glad. I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy for his new relationship, bruh. And all this is her karma. She's never, ever going to be married again. Never. She's never going to be married again. She's going to have to live the rest of her life taking care of freaking kids. This is all karma. She made her bed. Now it's time for her to lay in it. Now you're a single mother of 6. Talking about she was a single mother all her life, even in her marriage. No, you wasn't, Briana. I'm 45 years old. I remember when LaTruth first started making videos on Facebook, MySpace, all that. And reason why I liked them, because back then, I was like, damn, that's black love. I felt like it was like Remy Ma and Papoose. I was like, damn, this is beautiful. I love how this man loved this woman and her kids. I love how he took her and them kids in and really freaking took care of them kids and stepped up. That it takes a real man to take care of you and your kids, to move you in, to give you a career. But she talking about she was a single mother all her life. No, you wasn't. Now you got this mess. Now you're a single mother all your life because now you got 6 kids. You had a man that took care of you and your 3. And I be watching videos and I don't talk about it. I do. That's why I stopped doing readings on this girl, because I knew a little bit too much. And I was like, I can't even do readings on her no more. I'm only do commentary. But I watched Pimo. And I don't even comment. Sometimes I comment. I'll be watching people's videos. And she said the Forgotten 4. Was it how many kids she got? Forgotten 3 or Forgotten 4? Wait, she got the 2 boys, and then she got the little girl Lala. So that's 3, right? Oh, and Momo. So the Forgotten 4. And I watched when Pimo said the Forgotten 4. And I laughed because it was kind of funny. I didn't laugh because I thought the word was funny. I didn't laugh. And I laughed because she called her something else. It was something she called her Miss Can't Get Right. All right. So when she said the Forgotten 4, like really, she forgot her freaking kids after her and LaTruth broke up. LaTruth was the only one that really cared about them kids, bruh. He was really the only one that cared about them freaking kids. She never cared about them kids. When she said something about, what did she say? She said, my goal. No, she said something about, Oh man, it was something that she said, like she don't live for her kids or something like that. It was something, I forgot exactly how she said it. It was something like that. Like she totally dismisses her kids all the time. And that's crazy and that's sick. She really don't care about. As soon as she got with John L, this guy, she forgot about them kids, bro. She always in pictures with the other kids, and even she was so happy to be able to post them little babies. She just started posting the babies, posting the babies. Now that her and Janelle not together, now she's starting to post the other kids again. Like you really totally forgot about your kids. You sent your son to the damn dad's house just because of this man. Like I've been watching it, I just don't say nothing. But when I seen this video, I said, "Thank God." I was so happy that she did this. Like I was happy that she exposed another man because it really shows her character and who she really is, the common denominator. And she has baby by these men to trap them and to get child support and to get money from them. She never had a job. I never seen this woman with a job, with 3 fake degrees and never had a job. She live off the internet and she live off of making babies. This woman is sick. She really need mental health check. Like seriously. Hello from Russia. How you doing? But this girl really is sick. I swear. Anyway, let me keep playing this. This girl really pisses me off.
While things were still messy, while questions were unanswered, and emotions surfaced without warning. Healing in real time mean I didn't get the luxury of pause in life. I was still a mother every morning, still showing up for my children, still making.
She said I was still a mother every morning. A mother to them twins because you never was taking care of the other ones. You sent the boy away. You started sending the baby to Robert. Robert took care of them. Take very good care of that baby. I can't even talk right now. The only one that was always around was Lala. And she didn't even do anything with that little girl. She wasn't even brushing her hair, combing her hair. She wasn't doing nothing until people started telling her to do stuff for her kids. Talking about waking up every morning. Yeah, you had to wake up every morning because them babies was crying. Girl, we all knew that this was going to happen to you.
Was wiping tears, managing schedules, and finding ways to smile, even when my heart felt tender. Healing wasn't something I did instead of living it. Happened alongside it. Some days felt strong, other days felt fragile, and both counted. I learned that healing isn't linear. Some days I felt grounded and confident in my choices. Other days grief crept
Chat
in
GPT
quietly,
pissing me off.
not for what I lost, but for what I never truly had. I'm more the version of myself who tried so hard to keep everything together, believing that effort alone could save a situation that required accountability. Healing meant listening to my body in ways I had never before. When my chest tightened, I paused.
Oh my God, girl. You pissed me off.
When exhaustion hit deeper than sleep, I rested without guilt. When my nervous system felt overwhelmed, I didn't force myself to push through. I stopped treating my emotions like problems to solve.
She about to go crazy. Do you hear what she's saying? You gotta really listen. She's about to snap. She about to lose her freaking mind. She is overwhelmed. She's having anxiety. She's having a panic attack. That is what she is explaining. I couldn't breathe. I felt overwhelmed. I started listening. Girl, listening to your body more. You need to go to a mental health therapist because you about to lose your marbles and you're probably I said that she was going to go through postpartum depression. But this is more than that. This girl is losing. She's lovesick. She's crazy. She's lovesick and she's crazy. And she's what you call a sociopath and a narcissist. She doesn't have control anymore. So she's freaking out. She's freaking out. That's what she's explaining. She's explaining a whole panic attack.
And started treating them like messages to honor. I also learned that healing requires boundaries, not just with others, but with myself. Boundaries around now Boundaries around how much I revisited the past, boundaries around what conversations I allowed, boundaries around how often I explained my decisions to people who weren't responsible for carrying the weight of them. I didn't owe my healing timeline to anyone. Healing in real time.
Yeah, that is funny when the mental health practitioner turns out to be the narcissistic sociopath. Yes, girl. She swears she's some kind of mental health practitioner. Please. Please. She swears she some kind of social worker, some kind of self-help guru coach. Please, girl. Please. I'm telling you, she's going through a manic episode. What she's explaining here is she's going through a manic, she's like bipolar. That's why she has her ups and her downs, her ups and her downs. She's like a roller coaster, and she's a cancer. Oh Lord. And don't get me wrong, not all cancers are like that. Excuse me, I don't want nobody to think that I'm talking about all cancers, but her, they're very emotional. So she has them ups and downs. She's literally like a roller coaster. She's having a manic attack. That's all this is. And she really wants to go on social media. She really wants to go live and really wants to say what she wants to say. Like, she really, if she could, she would be on Facebook cussing him out like she did Robert. I'm surprised she not calling him a shrimp. Shrimp. Now it sound like her shrimp.
Also meant redefining strength. Strength wasn't holding everything together anymore. It was allowing myself to soften, to ask for help, to admit when I was tired, to accept support without feeling like I had to earn it. And slowly something shifted.
To accept when I was tired, depression, manic episode again. That's another thing. She probably was in that room mad days. She then she got postpartum depression. She got two babies to take care of. You got no help. She probably be pushing them kids to watch them babies. Oh please, I need some sleep. You know, girl, you shouldn't have opened your legs. And I feel bad for Lala. I feel real bad for Lala because I know she's watching them babies every freaking night and every freaking day. I know she watching them babies. She's probably like, oh, I want to go out. Trust me. I'm a grandmom. I know. I'm a grandmom. I know. If her mama was alive, if Brianna mama was alive, she would have been dropping them babies off to her mama. For real, for real. But her mama ain't alive, so now she got to go to the oldest child. Well, she not the oldest child, but she the female. And the boys ain't going to want to do that. So I really feel bad for her freaking daughter. Because she's having a manic episode. And you know, when women like this, and they're young, she said something in one of the videos. I forgot what she said. She was talking about she wanted to be outside. But she really wanted to be outside to sow them Royal Oaks. I forgot what video. I was watching someone's video. But she was talking about how she want to be outside. And you know what it is. She want to be outside at the police. Oh my God, this woman's crazy. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I can't. You said exactly, girl. Yes.
My laughter became easier, my sleep became deeper, my thoughts became quieter, not because the past disappeared, but because it no longer controlled me. I noticed my children responded to the change too. They felt the calm, they felt the steadiness, they felt the difference between a mother who is surviving.
She said, I felt my children reacting to the energy. Yes, because you put them in that situation and they see what you're going through, and your kids gonna feel bad for you. And that's sad that you got your kids around that bullshit, girl. That's sad. You should have got rid of them. But you kept them around. So this is all your fault. And now your children are going to be traumatized. Girl. Oh my God. I feel so bad for them kids. Especially that little girl. Because I could just imagine. She's going to be watching them kids. That girl, I'm telling you. If she don't do it, when she turns 18 or 15, 16, that girl going to run away. I'm telling you. She ain't going to want to put up with this crap. And Brianna got too much mouth. I see the way she talked to her kids, too. Like, sometimes she watches her mouth on live. But sometimes I be seeing her catch herself. She be wanting to snap on them kids. I'm telling you, she probably be one of them parents that be snapping on them kids. I'm telling you. And I feel like the boy going to run away, too, the oldest. They're going to get tired of her. And they're gonna resent. They're gonna resent her, too. Yep. Like, why would you have two more kids and you can barely take care of those?
Who is healing. That realization anchored me. Healing didn't make me forget. It made me integrate. I could hold the truth of what happened without reliving it every day. I can remember without spiraling. I can acknowledge pain without letting it define me. Healing in real time taught me that I don't have to be fully healed to be whole. I just have to keep choosing myself gently, consistently, without an apology. And that choice, made again and again, is what carried me forward. If you're recovering from a surgery, an
Hold on,
injury,
y'all.
or you train
This
a
girl
lot,
pisses
or
me
you just
off.
want ideas. And
All
this
right,
is
before
why.
I finish playing that, I want to say something. Hold up real quick. Give me 1 second. Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to say, too, earlier. Because I was talking about her being a girl that cried wolf. And I feel like when someone repeatedly takes their pain to the public stage, social media, Facebook, YouTube, instead of seeking truth and accountability or healing, it becomes less about safety and less about safety because she don't care about safety. Like I said, it becomes more about attention. You get what I'm saying? Because if someone really did something to you, you're not going to go on social media to air them out, smear campaign them and stuff like that. Not a real domestic violence victim is not going to do that. So she's more seeking attention, and she's saying that she's not. She's seeking attention, control, and narrative manipulation. That's why she's going out on social media and doing this, okay? Mm-mm-mm-mm. And I don't know if y'all ever read that book. Reason why I said she's a girl that cried wolf. I don't know if y'all ever read that book in school. The boy who cried wolf, right? He wasn't ignored. Or people wasn't being cruel and they wasn't paying attention to him. People were actually, he was actually being ignored because his trust was exhausted. Like, people was like, in the book, like, because he lied so much and he lied so much. I forgot, damn, what was it, the whole book about? I know he kept lying about something and he kept crying wolf. And basically the people started ignoring him because he kept lying. And that's basically her. Like, people are going to start ignoring you. People are not going to, eventually, even her supporters might die off. Or I feel like the only people that are going to support her is new people. People that just hearing about the story, if anybody supports her now. Right? That's how I feel. Mm. Yeah, I honestly feel like she's playing the victim. Honestly, I feel like she's just playing the victim. And she's not really healing. She keeps saying she's healing. She always says this: she's healing, she's healing, she's healing, but it's not healing. If you look at all her videos, it's nothing but a performance. She's a performer. That's why she, remember how she did all that stuff for the truth, all suddenly she wanted to become an actor? Like, she's a performer. She's been acting all her life. And it's crazy because she can't really act. She can't really act. But she acts, she, like, when you see her acting, like trying to act or doing skits, she's horrible at it. So even when she go on social media, that's why we all can, people with discernment can read her energy. Because we know that she's performing. It's fake. She got that fake cry. It's all always the same. Mm. And I want y'all to know, and I want everyone to know that sees Briana, not every loud cry is truth. I'm telling you, there's a lot of females, like I said, I know people in my family that do this. They go to social media, they vent, they lie, they play a victim, they accuse all these different men, even people in their family of R word or DV and stuff like that. And I want you to know that every tear is not innocence, okay? Not every public breakdown is honest neither. She's a fake, she's a fraud, she's a narcissist. What she's doing is smear campaigning. And whoever took the light back, thank you. I don't care. That doesn't hurt me. But um, yeah, she's just a fraud. She's a fraud. I know real domestic violence when I see it. I've been there. I've done that. And real domestic violence don't look like that. We don't go to social media right after. Like I said, it's been so many people that don't write a book until years later. I went through my DV when I was like 20 years old, and then once when I was 15. Did I come out and say something about it? No. I didn't come out and say nothing. I waited years and years and years, and I still can't tell my story because it's horrible. I said parts of my story, but it's horrible. I was stabbed in my chest and everything. Left for DEAD, pregnant and all. I know a real and for me, I'm telling you, I cry, I break down when I watch Maury Povich or I watch anything that has to do with DV or just like the Justice for Ramika thing. I cry. I can't listen to it because I feel bad. But Briana is not someone that really went through DV, especially with her husband. Now, like I said, this situation, I feel like she pushed Jonelle to the very edge by saying, yo, mama. You can't say that to a man that loves his mother. Yo, mama, and you don't think that you're going to get yoked up? Like, girl, he could have did worse, but he didn't. You should be happy that he didn't. But anyway, like I was saying, some people, they weaponize sympathy. And that's what she doing. She weaponizing sympathy. She playing on the hearts of those that she feel that's going to fall for her story, the vulnerable, the DV victims. But people like me, the real DV victims, we know that she lying. Anyway, I'm about to finish playing a little bit of that live, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. I just want to not live, Harmony Speaks videos, just like I should have played it from the beginning, the beginning part, because I did want to play that when she was telling her story. But anyway, I just want to say this. Another thing that I do want to say, truth doesn't need a crowd, right? And that's what she seeks. Integrity does not need Facebook. She has no integrity at all. And accountability always reveal itself over time, okay? And that's something that she doesn't have. She doesn't have none of that. All right. So I wanna play that video real quick. Hold on. And shout out to Harmony Speaks. I'm sorry. I just wanted to use a little clip of her video. Hold on 1 second. Cause I couldn't find it nowhere, and I seen it. I was like, yo, I gotta say something about this. Hold on. So listen to this.
I didn't realize yet that this wasn't support. It was pressure to return, pressure to reconsider, pressure to keep the peace, even if it meant silencing my instincts. I began to see how deeply his behavior was protected, how quickly concern for me became concern for him, how every path forward seemed to require my compromise, my patience, my endurance. Even my need for space was framed as something that needed to be fixed. What I thought was collective concern was actually coordinated influence. And by the time I recognized that, I was already being pulled back into the rhythm.
Y'all know those ain't her words. Y'all know that is not her words at all. She told Chat GPT a little bit, and they wrote the freaking book for her. Because none of this is something that Briana would say. She can't even write a status without using that Facebook AI thing. And that's crazy when you got to tell your story through AI. That's how fake you are. That you have to use AI to tell your story. Girl.
Trying to escape. I wasn't being chased with love. I was being redirected with familiarity. And that's when I understood something painful but freeing.
Girl.
The cycle didn't survive on his behavior alone. It survived because it was supported. That realization changed everything. Because leaving wasn't
Girl,
just about
oh my God. I'm about to shoot my brains out. Because I just did a reading, my last reading. It wasn't about her, but I was talking about familiarity. Oh my God. I swear, this girl's crazy.
walking away from him anymore. It was about disentangling myself from a system that prioritized keeping him comfortable over keeping me safe. And once I saw that clearly, leaving stopped being a threat. It became a necessity.
She is so fake. Oh. Now, see how I'm telling y'all that I'm watching this video and I have no sympathy, no empathy for this woman? Like, at all. Like, it's just like, I, I can't even care. Like, when someone tells their story like this, you should feel bad for them. And it's like, it's not even, I seen DV and this ain't even DV. Like, I mean, you said something to trigger this man and he just yoked you up. Then she said, oh, he clipped me while I was walking when I was pregnant. Like, girl, she exaggerates so much, boy. That's what I'm talking about. It's the exaggeration. I don't believe that man really was like, oh, I'm going to put my foot out here and clip you while you pregnant. As much as he loves them babies now. Like, girl. She's just a liar, man. Just like the thing with her husband with the tote. She blows up things bigger than it was. Girl, you seen that your husband was suffering from cancer. He just had a surgery. He was small. He couldn't even really defend himself. You're kicking him and he put the tote over you. You made that situation bigger than what it was. You probably hit your hand on the damn tote. And it probably bent back or something. Who freaking knows? But it wasn't broke. And then you go to the online talking about it was broke. It was never broke. Girl, I had a broke hand, a broke wrist, a broke arm. And you have a cast on it when your finger is broke. Talking about my finger was broke. And then you switch your story 100 times. That's why you got to read from a book. Because your story never stays the same. You're a liar. Girl, bye. This girl pisses me
you didn't need to
off.
see the kids in the car in the video. It's on the police report, honey. The day the police
See
were
how she get mad at people?
with,
like, girl, oh my God. I really wish I could find this live. Because she pisses me off. Like, girl, nobody believes you.
hope. We were supposed to be filming a short film for Halloween, something I had been asking for a long time. I wanted us to build something together, create, collaborate. I believe this was him finally listening, finally showing up, finally putting the work from therapy into action. I was excited. We arrived at the cabin with the film crew, and one of the other actors introduced himself. He talked about how excited he was to work with us, how inspiring it was that my boyfriend got to share what he loved with me, and how he hoped to do the same with his wife one day. I remember thinking, this is it. I thought hearing that would mean
She said, oh my God. She said, this is it. She thought that was her big break. She said, this is it. It's my chance. I'm finally on the TV. I finally found a man that's going to put me on the big screen. She said, this is it. You thought that, girl. LaTruth really was that this is it moment. And you messed that up. You thought you was going to find that in Jodelle and you didn't. She said, this is it. She's like, I thought that this was it. Girl, bye.
Too. When we got into the car to prepare for the first scene, I brought it up gently. I asked what he thought about what the actor had said about working together.
Briana is really an opportunist. That's what she is. She's an opportunist. She is an opportunist. Somebody keep messaging me. They're blowing me right now. She is what you call an opportunist. She see an opportunity and she run with it. She thought that Jonelle was going to be this big freaking actor. And she's like, yes, this is it. This is my chance. She just said it right there. She said, this is it. Because she, like I said, she wanted to be an actor. I mean, she does do big performances when she lies on these men. That's as far as you're going to go in acting, Briana.
About sharing something you love with the person you love. He turned to me and said, well, he doesn't even know you're not even an actress. It landed in my stomach. I tried to hide it. I didn't want to cry.
John played her. He said he doesn't even know you're an actress because she ain't. The only acting she do is lie on men. She said that landed so hard in her gut. She felt so damn small. I bet she did. Girl, please. I told you can't act. None of your skits are horrible, girl. Please. Hold on. She felt so small when he said that. She was like crunch.
The crew was there. We were supposed to film. I told myself to shake it off. We started the scene, but we had to redo it a few times. Once because I forgot a line, and once because I didn't deliver it the way he wanted it. I was still
Yes, because you suck. You're not a real actress, honey. I was just watching a video that she did on where my other phone? Damn, on Facebook. And I did the same one. It was the one on with Pinky. And I got a video. And I'm old as hell and I could act that part out. And he was like, wait. And Pinky was like, oh my God. Like, she was trying to be cute. How you gonna be cute doing that video? Hold on, let me see if I find it. Like, how you playing Pinky and you trying to be cute with it? She can't act. She sucks. When he was like, shut up. Shut up. There we go, that page. That is so funny. She couldn't even do it. Like, girl, she sucks at acting. Where is it at? Is this the one?
Hello.
No, this is another one.
Probably wondering why I ain't jumped
All over you.
See, a year ago, I done body slammed you.
Now, see, that's the Martin Lawrence one. She couldn't even play that one. I did that one too. They like trending skits. Like, you supposed to like really act like you body slamming them. She just pointing her fingers like, I would have body slammed you. Like, girl, you can't even act. You gotta act like Martin, girl. And I'm gonna say Janelle be doing his little skits right. And he probably looking at her like, girl, you dry as hell. Trying to be cute. How you trying to be cute? But acting. Like, girl.
From what had just was been said, that's when he snapped. Look, we can cut this shit out right now if you don't want to do it. He said. Then he turned to the crew. I'm sorry for wasting y'all time, but yeah, we don't gotta do this shit. I was humiliated. When we got back to the house, I asked to speak to him privately.
That is funny
I was
as hell.
crying by then, explaining how what he said hurt me and how he spoke to me in front of people I didn't even know. He was cold. I'm trying to work, he said. I didn't mean it like that. Sorry you took it that way. And then he walked off, leaving me in there to cry alone. No comfort, no reassurance, no repair.
All you do is
I
cry.
made my face and tried to continue filming, but it felt impossible. The movie was supposed to be about a couple on the getaway, intimacy, connection, closeness. Yet in real life, he was pushing me away, brushing me off, refusing affection. I told him he wasn't treating me like his girlfriend, that I had seen him treat different people on television better than he was treating me in real life. He ignored me. Then he said, fine, let's do it your way and give your followers what they need to see. It didn't feel like reconciliation. It felt like performance. During the next scene,
oh my God. She said it didn't feel like reconciliation. It felt like performance. She should know performance because she's the number one performer. She probably felt her own energy. She said it didn't feel like reconciliation. It felt like performance. Briana, you're the number one performer. And now it doesn't feel good when someone's doing it to you. What they say? Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
Through repeating denim, while still being dismissive and cold toward me. As we finished the swing scene, he smacked me on my behind, and I told him not to touch me, to keep his denim tail away from me.
His what? His what? What the hell did she just say? His denim tail. What is that? I got to be slow. I don't know what the hell she was talking about. Or she's slow and making my brain slow, because what?
Your dumb ass in the house. That was it.
Dumb ass.
I told him not to use my footage, and I'm prepared to leave. As I tried to go, his car was blocking mine, so I moved it to create space to pull out. That's when everything escalated. As I attempted to leave, he positioned himself behind my vehicle repeatedly. Each time I tried to pull forward and back out,
Yo, when she said he positioned his car behind my video, my vehicle, I swear to God, I think she watching them Romika Meeks things. Because when she said that, that gave me kind of like a flashback of that. And I feel like that's where she got that from. Because she gets stuff from different places. Like, she good for stealing people's stuff. But let's continue.
Behind the car again. My children were in the vehicle. My son was recording the backup camera. My kids were watching. When I finally saw him clear from the camera and began to exit, he struck my car with his hand and fell to the ground.
Yep. She's trying to protect herself from something. She said, when I seen him clear in the mirror, you could tell that that is something that she's trying to cover up. I don't know if they're going to court or this already happened. I don't know. Or if it was a statement that she said. But that's a cover up. She probably did run him over. She probably did. Oh, this all allegedly and for educational purposes only. I'm gonna have to write that in my comment section. It's all for entertainment purposes.
Then he screamed, "Call 911, she hit me." Police and EMS arrived. He allowed them to cut his pants leg open. There were no injuries, no wounds, no marks. The officer reviewed the video. They told him they had clear evidence he was not behind the vehicle. They warned him multiple times that he was at risk of being arrested for filing a false police report. In that moment, something...
What, girl? Did she just say that? She just said he was at risk of being arrested for filing a false police report, Briana. Ain't that what you did to your husband? Ain't that what you did to your husband? You filed a false police report and said that your husband had a GUN? Girl. I cannot with this woman. Hold on one second. I'm going to find my copyright disclaimer. This girl is crazy. This girl is crazy. She deflects a lot. I'm trying to see something. For YouTube, copyright disclaimer. Where is my copyright disclaimer? Okay. I want to say that in this video. Under disclaimer, under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowances is made for fair use. The copyright disclaimer, where was I at? Oh, under Section 107, the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is a use permitted to copyright statutes that otherwise might be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. All right. So anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I cannot believe that she said that the cop said that he will be arrested for false. I forgot what it was, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, I can't believe that she said that when she made false allegations on her husband. Like,
watching someone lie so calmly, so deliberately with my children present.
She said, watching someone lie so calmly. Girl. Oh my God, she's getting all her karma. You lied on your husband. When your children, I don't know if them kids was home, but I know the dad was there. How about in front of your dad? Girl.
My freedom at risk, shatter whatever trust I had left.
She said, put my freedom at risk. But you didn't care when you put LaTrue's freedom at risk. This is all your karma. And I'm glad that you're getting it. Because now, I feel like now she's using this LaTrue story and spinning the narrative, spinning it on Janelle. Now she said putting her freedom at risk. Almost getting her locked up. But you did not care when you lied on your husband and almost got him locked up and almost taken out of here, honey. Man, she takes a piece of everybody's a part of everyone's book and put it into hers or something. I don't know. This girl is crazy.
I had him recorded if my
Like I said, everything that she says sounds like she took it for something. Like the car when she said he parked it behind hers or whatever the case was. I feel like she took that part from Janelle's, Romika's situation, and now this part she taking it from the truth.
daughter hadn't witnessed him hit the car with his hand, I could have lost everything that night. I prayed
She
for God
said
to
he
get
hit the car with his hand. That don't even sound right, girl. You probably hit him, and he probably did hit the car with his hand because you freaking hit him. Knowing your crazy self.
out of that situation. The police eventually left, but the damage didn't. Instead, the calls started from him, from his parents. Calls urging reconciliation, asking me to think about the kids, encouraging me to move past what had just happened. No one asked if I was okay. No one acknowledged the danger. No one spoke about the cost to
Because
me.
nobody cares if you're
That was
okay, because you're a
the day I
liar. She
realized
said
how
nobody asked if I was okay. Why they going to ask if you're okay if they know you're lying? His mama know you're lying. I've been saying his mama don't like you. She probably just don't want to see her son in no trouble. Because it's women like you that make men go to jail for false allegations.
close I had come to losing my freedom and my children because of someone else's need to control the narrative.
You should have
That
lost
was
your
the day I
freedom.
knew I had to get out. And this time I prayed, not just for an escape, but for clarity strong enough to never go back.
It's women like her that need to be in jail for lying on men. And then she gonna try to flip the narrative like he trying to set her up. Like, girl, bye. I remember when I was in my DV situation and I was dating the narcissist, well, married to the narcissist. And I remember he used to do certain things. Like, all right, he used to like try to trigger me or like try to get me to rage, okay, to get mad. And every time he did that, he would turn the camera on and try to record me once he made me snap. Because I would never really snap. I always stay quiet. But like towards the end of our marriage, he started doing that. And this is the type of person that she is. She's the type of person that will push you to your very last limit and press record. Narcissists love doing that. They prop up cameras, places. I remember he used to put cameras certain places and try to pick fights with me, and then he would like clip stuff and like send it to his family. I'm telling you, that's the type of person she is. She will set you up. The narcissistic the narcissistic brain, I'm telling you, they think of ways to set people up. She's a setup queen for real.
Y'all, I've been writing this book.
You ain't write nothing. Chat
I think
GPT
this
wrote
is better
that.
than me actually telling y'all.
Now she said, I've been writing this book. Girl, you ain't write one word in that book. Not one. And Harmony Speaks did say the same thing, and I agree with her. She said, she told Chat GPT what to write. And that's what the hell she did. She told Chat GPT what to write. She probably said little pieces, and they wrote that, because ain't no way that Briana wrote that. She can't even write a status on her own. No way. She's trying to take credit for Chat GPT. That's how fake she is.
Because this is really telling y'all my story.
Because this is really telling y'all my story. She said, because this is really telling y'all my story, my book. She don't even have a story. What's the story? That you triggered him? That's the real story. You triggered him. You said his mama and he yoked you up. That's the real story, Briana. Tell the real story. Tell the real story how your mouth is and you push this man to do this. Because I really feel like You pushed him to do that. I really do. I feel like that's the stuff that she do. She runs off at her mouth and she tries to get someone to the point where they want to yoke you up. Like I said, she said his mama and he did what he did. And I'm sorry, I know that men should try to restrain themselves, but when you say someone's mama, that's like, listen, I don't know. I know, like I said, my son is not abusive, but if you say his mama and he is a mama boy, he might, he might. I think that's, she know how to hit you where it hurts. Just like the truth. She used to pop him up top of his head and stuff. Like, girl, stop putting your hands on me. If you don't want a man to put his hands on you, don't put your hands on him. And she used to do some crazy stuff. I'm telling you, that girl's crazy. I don't give a hell about your thumbs down. You can stick that thumb with a good Lord split you. How about that?
All right.
You probably narcissist just like her.
I laughed. It wasn't because I wanted control. It was because I needed structure. After the police incident, something fundamental had shifted inside me. I can no longer rely on apologies, promises, or reassurances. Too much had happened too quickly, and with too much at stake, he was not legally legitimated. There was no parenting plan, no clear boundaries, no safeguards. And I no longer felt safe operating on trust alone. I told him plainly what needed to happen next. If he wanted access to the children independently, trust had to be rebuilt, not assumed. I asked that he enrolled in parenting classes, anger management, and continued therapy. Not as punishment, but as responsibility.
What? See, that's how she be trying to control these men, like with kids. Give me 1 second. 1 second. I gotta get some water. What, cat? Give me 1 second, y'all. Move. I'm almost done. Give me 1 second. That girl is fucking freaking nuts. Let me get my I think I got a soda right here, matter of fact. I'm thirsty, y'all. Excuse me. But I feel like she's the type of woman. Well, there's a lot of women, okay, that use children to control men because kids are like the strongest leverage available when someone is emotionally immature, fearful, and manipulative. And I don't know. I feel like she did this to the truth too. She do this to. I think she did that to her first baby father too. She uses these kids. I don't know. She's crazy. And I also feel like she does it like after. If you notice, like every time she breaks up with someone, and this is not just her. I've seen it with many women. They use kids for control after loss, right? That's how they could. I feel like they do it like because they want the man to come back begging. Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all something. There's this girl, okay, that I know. She told me, well, two females. I do a lot of readings. I'm not going to say their name because, my readings are very confidential. But there's a particular person that I know. She gets her child to call the father on her iPad. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me, that soda. And tries to get him to come back. Like, women do that, like, a lot. Like, and then there's this other woman that uses her son to call the father and starts talking about the mother. And I'm like, But there's this one that uses a 4-year old. Like, I'm like, how the hell is the 4-year old calling the father on the iPad and asking him to come home and stuff like that? I don't know. It's just like women use kids to get the men back. I don't know. It's real crazy. But anyway, I feel like a lot of women do this as control after loss, right? So when the relationship ends, they can't control the man anymore. The child becomes what they use to control the man. If I can't control you, that's how they feel, and I can't control the access to you, I'm going to use the children to control you. You get what I'm saying? I feel like that's what she does a lot. She uses men to keep them around, like the visitation, all that. Like that's why she traps these men. Like she know if I have a child by this man, I'm gonna have to see him for 18 years. You get what I'm saying? That's how she does it. Anyway, I also feel like it's punishment disguised as protection too. What she's doing to Janelle. Like what did she just say? I forgot. I forgot what she said in the video. Cause she be talking a bunch of nonsense, talking about she's fearful and she's scared, and he has to go through. I think she said anger management or something like that. That's punishment disguised as protection. That's what that is. These women, these crazy narcissistic women, that I know a lot of them, because I do readings for a lot of them. These be the women that come to me, ask me to do certain things. I can't say it on here because I got flagged before. But they ask me to do like SPELLs on the men. Like they do stuff like that to dominate and to control. And I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that. Men got free will. Anyway, but these women do this with their kids because, and then they act like they're protecting their kids, but they frame it as they're protecting their child. But the real emotion is often anger, rejection, or resentment towards the father. So this is what they do. That's why every time she's going through something with one of her kids' father, she takes him to court. And she's trying to make it seem like she took Jonelle to court. I don't know from what I heard, but I know that Jonelle took her to court or something like that from what I see. But she's trying to make it seem like that she told him to do it or some bull crap like that. I don't know. Also, stop. So I'm talking to my cat. If y'all hear my son screaming in the background, I'm sorry. He's so loud. Yeah, if y'all hear him, he's like, "What the fuck?" He's on YouTube. I'm sorry. It's 4:11 on the time. That's the information number. I look at angel numbers as well. And I feel like another thing that mothers do as the kid gets older, right? If it's like a teenage kid, um, a lot of mothers, like they'll take their kid away from, or even from a baby stage, they'll do it because of fear of abandonment, right? So I feel like some mothers genuinely believe if my child loves their father, they'll lose a place of importance, right? They'll lose that place of importance, so they strip that away from the father, just like Robert, right? I feel like that's what she did to Robert because she knows that Momo really loves her father. So she'll feel like, oh, he loves the father more than me, and that she fears abandonment. So they compete instead of co-parenting, and I feel like that's what she's doing with Robert. So I feel like this is what's going to happen eventually with Jonelle as well. Y'all hear my son? He's so loud. And like I said, so I'm about to play that video again, but in the beginning of this video, I was talking about her being a single mother. Okay, but I feel like her always saying that she's a single mother is for validation. I don't know. Give me 1 second. I feel like she does that for like Facebook, like for validation. Like the story brings sympathy, it brings attention, it brings, like, she want people to feel bad for her. So let me go back to that video.
I also told him the truth that I had been carrying quietly. I didn't trust him. Not after what had happened, not after the escalation, not after watching him lie to the police so calmly.
Now
Trusted.
you see what she said. She said that he lied to the police so calmly, and I don't get it because that's what she did to the truth. I don't get where she's getting this.
And given freely after trauma is earned slowly. And I needed a formal legitimation process so that a parenting plan could be put in place.
Now you
Structure
see
with
that she said I needed a formal legit. I can't say that word. I ain't gonna lie. Legitimation process. Um, so she's making it seem like this is what she needed instead of Janelle going down there and doing it himself. Because from what I see from the content creators, I don't know. I haven't really seen the paperwork. I heard some content creators talk about it. Is that he went down there and filed himself? But when you really listen to this, she's making it seem like she's the one that set that into play.
about keeping him away from the children. It was about ensuring safety, clarity,
She
and
said it wasn't about keeping him away from the children, and you could tell that she's reading from Chat GPT. I'm sorry, the way that she says certain things, I could tell. Um, damn, this is crazy.
accountability. Because the questions I was forced to ask myself were heavy. How could I trust that I would get my children back if he took them alone?
Is
How
this
could
an actual book? Did she come out with the book, or she just? I think she's just reading from Chat GPT. I didn't see no book. I mean, I don't know. Like this is crazy. Like this girl, I swear to God, if she don't get her mental health check, she's gonna be very Looney Tune. Like when she get older, like I could see her in a nursing home having dementia, like really, really bad. Like I mean, this is really bad. Like she's gonna be one of them old people. She'll probably be sitting there in a rocking chair saying Janelle, 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 like 100 times over and over and over and over. Like I'm telling you, she's really a sociopath. She should never date again. I will be as a man. If anyone runs into Briana, go the other way. Cause I'm telling you, there's never gonna be a man safe for her, ever. This is a repeated pattern. It's gonna continue and continue. Every man that she dates, this is always gonna happen. That's why she's never gonna get married again. She knows she ruined her life for the rest of her life. She's never gonna get married again. Never. I promise you, she's not. And if any man does marry her, it's gonna be just because of her money. There's gonna be never a celebrity that's gonna date her again or nothing. She failed at life. She failed as a mother. She failed as a wife. She's a failure. And she know it. 6 kids, single mother that blames every man for abuse. She ought to be ashamed of herself. That's very pathetic. And I can't believe me, I'd be too embarrassed as a woman to come online and do this crap again. Like she does not care how she looked. She should have just took it on the chin. Let's co-parent. Let's do healthy co-parenting. She can't do that because she want to ruin every man's image. She can't do that because she want to smear campaign every man so they won't ever get nobody. But only thing that she doing is making herself look bad. She making herself look horrible. She don't know how bad this look. They'll be like, if a man ever meet her, oh, Briana, that's the girl that came out here and was talking about walking Israelite. Oh, that's the girl that Bachelor's Truth. Oh, that's the girl that talked about Janelle. Oh, that's the girl that this and that. Nobody's going to ever want to be with her. They just going to want to hit it and quit it. Because that's all she's good for. Is giving her monkey to everyone and showing her monkey. That's crazy work. Crazy work. This is the kind of woman I warn my sons not to even look at. She has no modesty, no integrity, nothing. Girl, all she's good for is baby making. That's it. Now she stuck with them twins for 18. I know she in there losing her mind. I know there's one girl that I talked to, another client. She got a little baby. Little baby drives her crazy. The baby was screaming and hollering in the background when I call her. And sometimes I want to hang up, but I feel so bad for this girl. And she just be venting to me and stuff. And I feel so bad. And I'm like, man, I can't even hang up. Like, I just feel bad for this girl. Anyway. And when I look at Briana, all her babies do is scream and holler and cry. I know she got to be losing her mind. Imagine when they get 3 years old. Imagine when they get to that stage where they touching everything. They getting into everything. And now you don't even have your child's father there. And women think that by having a baby is going to keep a man. No, that shit pushes them further away. They don't want to deal with the hollering, the crying, and all that. I already knew that this was going to happen. This is crazy. Brianna screwed up her life. And for the next couple of years, I said that I would never talk about this again. But for the next couple of years, to all the content creators that do commentary on her, they're going to have commentary forever. Because she is really about to lose her mind. And wait till that baby turn 3 years old. Or two, the terrible twos. She's going to, and now one is walking from what I see. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All you're going to see is her talking about how she want to go outside and she don't have no time to herself. No. You should have thought about that before you had them babies. She really screwed up her life. Kids are blessings. I ain't gonna lie. Kids are blessings. It's 420 on the sign. But not having multiple kids and now you stuck in the house forever. And then you're gonna try to throw them kids on your daughter. Cause you ain't got a mama to throw it on. But if you had one, you would throw it on them. I know people like that. She's sick. She's about to lose her mind. I'm telling you, she's about to go crazy. And she got twins. She's about to go nuts. She about to go berserk. We haven't even seen it. She's just feeling postpartum depression. That stuff lasts forever. And then she's already bipolar. Oh, man. Oh, man. She going to want to go out there and sow her warrior oats. And then she not going to be able to have a relationship because they got like 6 kids. Damn, that's a lot of kids. Damn, she done fucked up her life. And he ain't going to want her back. You think Johnny gonna go back to her? Now, the first time I said it, he did go back to her. I was like, damn, he gonna go back after she said all that on Facebook? Now she writing a book? Girl. Girl. People like Briana, you just gotta give them child support and just say the hell with it. I love my kids, but damn, I don't want to deal with your ass. I'll wait till they turn 18. Flee the state. Hey, listen, I got a guy, Mel, in my family. I'm telling you, he left his kids, and I felt bad. I felt bad, but the baby mama was crazy like that, and you couldn't co-parent with her. You could not co-parent. It was no co-parenting, man. Every time he ended up trying to co-parent, she'd call the cops on him. People like that, I'm telling you, you gotta flee. Like, listen, here you go. And that's why Jonelle set it up. Like, listen, we're gonna set up this visitation. I'm gonna put myself on child support because I don't want shit to do with your ass. Listen, Briana, you done fucked up. You ain't never getting that man back. And you know it. That's why you crying. Cry me a river. She mad as hell. She mad as hell. She ain't gonna be nailed to the cross no more. She dickmatized like a motherfucker. Briana. You gonna be so mad when he get another woman. Oh boy. And I can't wait to watch it. Cause this is your karma. I can't wait till he get another woman. Oh child, she gonna really lose it when he get another woman. We gonna hear her talking about the other woman. Oh man. Oh man. Hurry up, Janelle. Please get you another woman. Please, I can't wait. Cause she deserve all the karma.
I trust that he wouldn't snap the way he did before and then blame me for it. How could I trust that my children will be safe when my own safety?
She said, see, this is why I can't listen to her ass. She said something about him snapping. See, I can't even think about what she just said and blame me for it. Girl, that's the reason why he does snap. He snaps because of you. I don't know what's wrong with this girl. I will be mad as hell to be around Briana. I'm sorry. I will be mad as hell. Her mouth is annoying. Her voice is annoying. Just being around her, I will be annoyed. And I could tell, like, she's that type of person that just gets smart all day. She. If you watch Brianna, I was about to say Brianna, Blueface and Stunner Girl, and how Stunner Girl kept talking back, and he's like, "Damn, you that type of girl that want the last word." That's Brianna. She got to keep going, keep going, keep going. Girl, bye.
It already been compromised. These weren't hypotheticals. They were reasonable concerns rooted in lived experiences. And yet, even then, I tried to be cooperative. Only days after the incident, while I was still processing shock, fear, and exhaustion, I allowed him to see the children. I didn't shut him out. I didn't disappear. I didn't retaliate. What I asked for was space. I didn't get it. He would show up unannounced, contact me constantly, push for access before trust had time to rebuild. My need to heal was treated as an inconvenience. My boundaries was framed as obstruction, and I was rushed to
Wait. She is annoying. She said that he popped up. Girl, didn't you pop up at his house too when you was pregnant? Oh, we ain't gonna talk about that though, right? We ain't gonna talk about that. She must have forgot about that when she popped up to his house asking for demanding the chain. Or we not gonna talk about when she popped up at the house and Pretty Bree was there. But you demand the space. You demand them boundaries. But you can't do it. Tis.
He needed to see his kids because it was affecting him. And slowly, without realizing it at first, I felt myself being pulled back into the cycle again. Not because I doubted what I had lived.
You know it's
but because I
affecting
loved my
him.
children deep.
She know that's affecting him. That's why she do it. What man does not want to see their kids that don't really love their kids? Like, girl, what is wrong with you?
I wanted to show them I wanted them to know their father. I want them to feel supported, whole, and
Girl,
loved.
no you
But love
don't.
alone doesn't
No
answer
you
the
don't.
hardest
You's a
question.
damn lie.
At what capacity? Because wanting children to have their father does not mean ignoring safety.
Ignoring safety. Did she just say ignoring safety? Girl. She's annoying. Ignoring safety. See, that's what I was talking about earlier. And I didn't even know she said that. That's crazy. Ain't that what I said earlier? I said, is punishment disguised as protection? I said that most narcissistic women frame it as I'm protecting my child. But the real emotion is anger, rejection, and resentment. And they're going to cover it up as an, oh, safety. I'm doing it for my safety. Girl, if you was doing it for your safety, you wouldn't have came out with this book so fast. You wouldn't be telling your story this fast. You're bullshitting. You're a liar. You just can't control him no more. And you lost access to him. So now you're trying to dangle them kids. Now you're using your kids to control him. Talking about some safety. Please. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Let me go back to that. That girl gets on my damn nerves.
Bypassing accountability. And it does not mean sacrificing a mother's well-being to preserve an image of family. The courts didn't enter our lives to punish anyone. They entered because trust had been broken, and trust without structure was no longer an option.
This Chat GPT book is annoying.
Something essential. Co-parenting isn't about access at any cost. It's about responsibility, consistency, and protection. And for the first time, I started choosing boundaries, even when they made me uncomfortable, because my children deserve more than a cycle dressed up as connection.
That girl's crazy.
All it takes is an app.
I'm so sick of her. I'm actually about to end this because she makes me fucking mad. The only cycle is you, Briana. That's it. You're the only cycle. You're the only one that does this crap over and over and over. You're the common denominator in all your relationships. I never heard the woken Israelite wife come out and do the shit that you do. Robert, he got this new woman. She looks like she's extremely happy. Janelle, he's gonna have a new woman. And I bet you she's not gonna do the bullshit that you did. And his ex didn't say that he did this to her. It's all you, Briana. And Briana, nobody cares. If you ever watch my video, I want you to know that I don't care. I don't buy into your lies. You're a liar. You're a fake DV person. Okay? You're not a good example for your daughters. You're a horrible example to your sons. Are you going to wash my car? You're funny. No, I ain't going to wash your car. I don't even know what that means. But anyway, like I said, yeah, Briana, if you ever watch this, you're a horrible example. A very horrible example. And you're teaching your kids, your daughters, how to lie, how to be manipulative. You're teaching your daughters how to get pregnant by every man they meet. You're teaching your daughters that it's okay to take back men after they abuse you over and over and over. You're teaching your daughters how to lie on good men, but be okay with a man that abuses you. Who will Trump? Yeah, you is funny. Whoever that is in the thing, and I can't even talk about that because you're gonna get me flagged. You're funny. I ain't gonna even say it. And then you're teaching your sons. Damn, you're teaching your sons. Damn, I don't even know what to say. I'm getting tired. Oh man. You're teaching your sons that it's okay if their woman dressed like you. How about that? Because why do you walk around your sons dressed like that all day? Like, that's horrible. Like, my son gets disgusted if his sister's dressed like that. He be like, why don't you go put on some clothes? Cover up. Like, I don't know. And then it's kind of like teaching your sons, like, it's okay to be abusive too, because they see you going through it. You get what I'm saying? They see you going through it, and it's like, which I don't feel like them boys would do that, honestly. I don't feel like she got some very good sons, and she should be thankful for that. They're very quiet. Hmm. I don't think they would have that type of energy. Not even her daughter Lala. I honestly feel like they're sick of her. Honestly, like her daughter is always very covered up. I honestly used to feel like Briana was making her cover up too, because Janelle probably be looking at her. But who knows? Mm-mm-mm-mm. But I don't feel like Lala would ever turn out to be like you. You're sick. I mean, it's sad that. Oh my God, I just feel so bad for them kids. I'm telling you, I feel like they're gonna get tired of her. I don't know how old Lala is. I think when she get like 17, she gonna want to leave that nest because she gonna be tired of taking care of them kids. And you know what? It's probably good that she's seen you raise, well, have 6 kids. It's probably good because she probably not gonna want to have no damn kids. So that's probably the only good thing that you taught her. Don't have no goddamn kids because she tired of taking care of yours, and you did it unintentionally. That's probably the only thing that you really taught her, because she probably like looking at you like, look at my mom with all these damn kids. She ain't gonna want to be having no kids. Shoot, she tired of taking care of yours. She ain't never catch no break. I ain't never seen that girl on vacation. I see you on vacation all the time. Never took them to Disney. You never did nothing with those kids. The forgotten four. Ain't that what Pimo say? Mm, mm, mm. They're gonna resent her so bad, and then and poor Josh, he really loved his mother. He do. I could tell he really. And you know what? Sons are more like that. They're more attached. That's her first child. He probably feel bad for her, and he's a sweet boy. You could tell that he's sweet. He probably be wanting to beat the crap out of John. Now that's one thing I do feel like Jonelle was wrong for them shoes and stuff. Like I do feel like he was wrong about them shoes thing. But I feel like it. I feel like he wants to protect. I feel like Josh wants to protect her, but he can't. Mm, mm. I don't feel like Josh would. She got bad. Well, Janelle played a bad example in them boys' lives, but I don't think that Josh will pick up on that energy. Sorry, I'm looking at something. Pick 4, 11, midday. You funny as hell. But y'all, I'm tired. I can't even talk no more. You could tell I'm getting tired. I'm going to college. And I'm so tired. Got 2 college courses. I'm enrolled in Ultimate Medical Academy, and I'm also enrolled in another college too over here. It's I'm enrolled in a community college. You know, I ain't gonna lie. Over here it's called I can't say which school though. One here I forgot, but I am. That's one, and then I'm enrolled into a university. So right now I'm taking Health and Human Services, and you can tell I'm getting tired. I'm really tired. There's so much work today. So I'm taking student success right now, and introduction into health and human services. And then my next class is medical terminology and physiology, anatomy, and pathology. But I already took some of them classes because in my other, I'm going to 2 colleges, which is crazy because I was going to school to become a registered nurse as well. And then I took a break from that because I was in a car accident. So, yep. So I'm kind of tired, y'all. Had a lot of assessments to do, discussion boards, and yeah, I just came on here because I seen Harmony Speaks video and I was like, yo, that's crazy. I gotta finish watching it though. Y'all go to Harmony Speaks page. That's where that video's at. Is on her page. Make sure to hype her video up, all right? She came out with that, John. I said, oh. But anyway, I'm